Horses are just leaving the yard here at Kalgoorlie for race number 2, a maiden over 1,614 metres, sponsored by Quality Rubber Lining. This is the second race on a 7-race program. Our favourite is number 2 currently. Fixed odds at $2.10, flying the flag. Peter Fernie looking for the first 2 winners. As they head out, we see Jade McNaught aboard number 1, Edward's Choice, trained by Peter Fernie. Barrier number 1 is in his favour, a 13-start maiden who's placed on 3 occasions. Had 2 runs this preparation, beaten 6.5 by Twist of Gold first up at 1100, beaten 2.5 by Double and Red over 1400 second up. Having his 12th run at Kalgoorlie, yet to break through, but from barrier number 1 he should get every chance. He's currently rated as a $5.50 prospect. Number 2 is Flying the Flag, our fixed odds favourite at $2.10. Had a few homes this horse, started out with Pierce Racing, still races in their colours as well. Was then trained down in Esperance by Josh Brown, and this is the first start now for Peter Fernie staying in Kalgoorlie. A 3-year-old by Galar at start number 14, has placed on 5 occasions so far, including last start when running second behind Double and Red. Prior to that, beaten a length by Twist of Gold, which means that he was 5 lengths ahead of Edward's Choice, so $2.10 about our favourite, this 3-year-old. Horse number 3, Only Us, is a scratching, having raced around at Albany during the week and failing to beat a runner home, so Ryan Hill has scratched him. So we move to number 4 here in Bayraktar, a 3-year-old by Smart Missile, having his first start for Brett Drury, having been left by Indiana Weinhurt here at Kalgoorlie. Start number 8 for him today, his 3rd run after being sent back to trials. He was beaten 6.5 at Pinjarra at 150 to 1, and then ran really well at his first start in Kalgoorlie. He went around 20 to 1 in a field of only 8, but he was beaten a length and a half by Double and Red and was only 3/4 of a length off our $2.10 favourite in Flying the Flag. Currently a $6 chance here, number 4, Bayraktar. Number 5, Altina, the first of 2 horses trained by Paul Tapper. She's a 6-year-old mare by Almaher at start number 23 today. She's got the red earmuffs on and she's going to go around here on the 4th line of betting in the field of only 6. She's got a lot more speed than what she's shown of recent times, so in a race that lacked a leader, I thought potentially Lucy Fury would be able to kick this mare out and hold up a prominent position. Having a 3rd run in Kalgoorlie, beaten 1.5 by Style Diva, and then beat 5 lengths in that key form reference race behind Double and Red, so needs to turn the tables on both Edward's Choice and Flying the Flag and Bayraktar, which is why she goes around a $7 chance. Horse number 6, Araficio, is trained also now by Paul Tapper, formerly with Brian Kersley down in the Perth area. I'm expecting here today that at start number 15, she will be winning a maiden in the near future at Kalgoorlie, but for now, we'll just see what she can produce. The market, however, quite keen on her chances, $4.80. She's been backed into the second line of betting. She was sent trials after her first up run, where she attempted to buck under Brad Parnham, then was beaten a length and a half at Belmont behind Win to Retire in a really good effort, and even last start beaten 5 lengths, but behind Satino, who went close to winning on a Saturday. Yes, 4 weeks been his first start in the region, a big watch on the mare, Araficio. She'll go around in a black cap, Christy Bennett here, to differentiate herself from Lucy Fiore in the first set of the Paul Tapper colours. And the final horse to preview here is number 7, Puakova, a filly by Poisson Stallone from the yard of Mac Hall. She's only having her 3rd race start, made her debut at Kalgoorlie when beaten 3 lengths by Style Diva. She then went to Pinjarra Park, where she failed to beat a runner home. She ran 11th of 11, beaten 16 lengths. The blinkers go on here, as well as a tongue tie, so a couple of gear changes. Keshel Duran riding for Mac Hall, a 20 to 1 chance. That's a look at these runners here ahead of race number 2 at Kalgoorlie. We're 4 minutes away from the second race on the program. The barrier is just being pulled into position. In race number 1, it was taken out by Chanel Cooper and Peter Fernie. Wanna Cracker broke through, beating the stablemate Secret Attire. Bad Boy Boo ran 3rd ahead of Elusive Dreams. So Peter Fernie training 3 of the first 4 across the line, and he's got a lot of market share here. Flying the Flag currently $2.05. Number 1, Edward's Choice, $5. Number 2, Flying the Flag, $2.05. Number 3, Only Us, is a scratching. Number 4, Bayraktar, is a $6.50 chance. Altina, $7. Araficio, $5. And Puakova, $23. We're 3 minutes away from race number 2. My numbers are 2, 4, 1 and 5. I thought that Flying the Flag by process of elimination really did get his chance here today. By no means is he any star, and I didn't think I would see a day where he'd go around at $2.05, but he really does look like he's got the measure of his rivals here. He beat Edwards Choice last start, he beat Bayraktar last start, he beat Altina last start, so 3 of the 6 rivals were beaten behind him last start. Araficio has her first run in the region and Puakova's the roughie, so in the end I found it hard not to be with Flying the Flag. 2 for me to break through at start 14. 4, Bayraktar. I know he went around as the 20-1 outsider last start, but he ran past Edwards Choice in the last 50 metres and ran a very similar last 600 here today. Senior rider Brandon Louis goes on. I thought he could be the danger. 1, Edwards Choice from barrier 1. Jade McNaught should be able to give him every chance. I imagine they'll turn this into a bit of a sit and sprint, and if he holds up leaders back, he has to be some sort of chance, even though he was beaten a 1.5 length margin behind Flying the Flag last start. And 5, Altina. In a race that had no speed at all, I thought that Lucy Fiore could be the one that just took it up and took luck out of the equation with this 6-year-old mare and tried to pinch a couple of cheap sections out in front. 2, 4, 1 and 5 are my numbers in race number 2 at Kalgoorlie. Our race caller, Royce Newton, goes 2, 4, 5 and 1. So the same first 4 on a slide on order, but more importantly, the same Quinella. So hopefully Royce and I are on the mark here in race number 2 and Flying the Flag can take it out. 90 seconds away from race number 2. He's out to $2.20 now, as a little bit of more money continues to come for Araficio. But in the end, I thought that the Pierce Racing colours and Tash Faithfull would get every chance here. 2, 4, 1 and 5 for me. Royce Newton will be with you shortly for the call of race number 2, the Quality Rubber Lining Maiden over 1,614 metres.
Okay, thanks, Scott. Yes, runners behind the line here for the running of race number 2. The Quality Rubber Lining Maiden over the 1614. And just the field of 6 to go around here. And Flying the Flag, your Tab Touch favourite, 225, 180 on tote. And these runners will start to load away shortly. It was won a cracker in the first, number 6 for Peter Fernie and Chanel Cooper. Fernie saddles up the favourite here, Flying the Flag. Araficio on the second line. New addition to the Pool Tapper yard. She will don the black cap of the 2 Tapper runners engaged here. The other, of course, is Altina. It was a handy enough run 2 starts ago, and then unlucky last start. So, as we approach start time, this is race number 2. Races 4 through 7, today's main quaddie legs. Very competitive races as well. And we get to see, of course, the skyracing.tv Parental Championship heat. Some handy types in there. Californication, Ablo, High Pressure. Hidden Ruby was a good winner last start. Should be a ripper of a race. So this field still in a holding formation behind the line. And right on start time here, won't take long to get this field of 6 locked away. Quick run of the market. Edwards Choice, 550. Flying the Flag, 245 fixed. Number 4, Bayraktar at $7. 5, Altina, 550. The 6, Araficio, 420, and Puaikova at 26 to 1. So 5 of the 6 in single figure odds for the second event. So we're just awaiting for Queanbeyan to complete their race there. It's race 5 over the mile at Queanbeyan. And we'll be underway shortly after that. So these runners starting to come forward. Edwards Choice, the first one to be locked away. Altina coming forward now. So Altina now in line. Here comes the favourite, Flying the Flag. Flying the Flag locked away. Tash Faithfull in the saddle. Bayraktar now with Brett Drury comes forward. Brandon Louis in the saddle. So we just await Puikova and also Araficio. Araficio coming forward now. Real liver chestnut type of horse, and Puikova to come forward and complete the line. Okay, stand by. We're set for the quality rubber lining maiden. The line of 6, Stanwell at the mile. This is race number 2. Signal given from behind, and the starter sends them on their way. Edward's Choice from the inside begun well, was first to leave. Pushing forward, Altina together with Flying the Flag out wide, trying to find a prominent position. Just back and behind these is Bay Raktar, being followed by the grey Puikova trying to find a position, and it's Araficio who's going to settle down at the tail. 1,300 metres to run as they enter the back straight. It's Edward's Choice showing the way, a neat length over Flying the Flag. There goes Puikova around the outside to join the leader. Now in fourth was Altina, followed by Bay Raktar, and on the second line of betting it's Araficio at the tail last of the 6. 1,000 metres to run. Heading to the side of the course, it's Edward's Choice showing the way, the pace only modest in the middle part of the race. Leads out by a length on Puikova the outside, running second. They were followed next of all to Altina, Flying the Flag. Is one off the fence. They were followed a further 2 to Bay Raktar, and Araficio down on the inside locked away in the small field of 6. 600 metres to run. They've entered the Charles Street side of the course, and it's Edward's Choice who shows the way still by that length on Puikova. Then we had Altina down on the fence. No changes to the order yet. Then we had Flying the Flag, who's extricated now. Then followed by Bay Raktar, and last of the 6, it's Araficio. It's Edward's Choice with a kick around the bend. Edward's Choice being joined by Puikova, however, and here comes Flying the Flag starting to extend stride. It's Edward's Choice. Down the outside, Flying the Flag. Then Bay Raktar over on the fence. It's Altina. Flying the Flag hits the lead from Edward's Choice and Altina, but it's Flying the Flag just in front. Edward's Choice coming back, but Flying the Flag wins. Pave it, punters home. Second a photo, we had Altina or Edward's Choice. They were followed in by Araficio, Bay Raktar, and a big break to Puikova. Number 2, Flying the Flag. Good go between Edward's Choice and Altina. Altina just looking like she needed a little bit more room down on the fence, but the 2 gets this Flying the Flag 1 second in Edward's Choice. 5 gets third, Altina, and fourth will be the 4, Bay Raktar. So 2, 1, 5 and 4. The interim numbers after the running of the quality rubber lining maiden. And it was Flying the Flag who had a beautiful run throughout. Was one off the fence, a long neck by a long head, the margins. But Flying the Flag, Tash Faithfull just positioning this horse just off speed, one off the fence, allowed her to work the horse into the clear once they balanced up. And it probably needed that ride, Flying the Flag, because it's only gone on to win by a narrow margin. It was a real slog up the straight. Edward's Choice just kept giving, and Altina over on the fence really jumped out of the ground the last 100 metres to make that second placing a photo. But numbers 2, 1, 5 and 4. Flying the Flag for Pete Fernie. Tash Faithfull in the saddle by Galar from Femme de Classe, owned by the Pierce Racing Syndicate, and also Mr. Nell Pierce. Flying the Flag, your winner from the 1, Edward's Choice, Pete Fernie and Jade McNaught, owned by Andrew Ingalls by All American from Orrible. So it's another Pete Fernie Quinella here. 5 will get third, Altina for Paul Tapper and Lucy Fiore by Elmer Herr from Pennywood, owned by Nicky Jordan and Paul Tapper, and fourth in was the 4, Bay Raktar for Brett Jury and Brandon Louis. So 2, 1, 5 and 4. Race 3 comes up next. It's the Railways Footy Club handicap over the 16-14, and we've got a field of 9 to go around. Your early favourite, in fact, we've got joint favourites. It's Arcadia Jewel and Dublin Red at $4.60. Captain Rogers $4.80. Style Diva at $5. A real competitive race coming up. That's race 3. The Railways Football Club handicap, celebrating a win yesterday in the league and on course today. So hopefully you're finding a few winners today down in the Sportsman's Bar. In the meantime, 2-1-5-4 after the running of race number 2.